Welcome to Talk of the Tavern, pipe discussion. It's gonna be more random stuff. Any of you play Everwing? Just let that resolve there. Little dragon game on Facebook. Anyhow, let's do the intro. Be right back, tell you about my pipe. If you know what I mean. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Okay. This is a little flying dragon game. It's pretty cool, very easy. You don't have to push a button to shoot, it auto fires. And you could build like side dragons. It's not like a side chick. Guess it could be. Anyhow. What, no cats today? I guess there's... You can't see them. I think they ran away either when I lit the pipe or when I started talking to you. One of the two. I'll blame it on you. It's all your fault. What'd you do to my cats, you perv? Oh, what do we got today? Oh, it's gonna snow. I'm in Virginia, for any of you who aren't. I am. And there's emergencies declared across the South because there's gonna be some snow. I guess they're calling it blizzard conditions. Have they named it yet? I don't know. Okay, why does it not have my zip code plugged in here? See, they're calling for snow showers in places I have to go tomorrow. But my location, apparently it does have a chance of snow. You know, it's saying 31 degrees, but like I think, maybe it is. Going down the 9. That's more like it. It was beautiful this morning. I left before sunrise and I'm driving along and there's weeds, like 3-4 foot tall, brownish beige weeds on the roadside, and they're just caked with ice, so they're glittering like twinkling lights in my headlights. Very nice. Very nice. Like, no wonder we like Christmas lights. So yeah, they're calling for, how much snow are they calling for here? Damn, have we digressed in YouTube so much that we're talking about the weather? It's special. It's snow. So I don't know, they're calling for like next to nothing. But an hour away from me, where I have to... Oh, wait, no, it's saying snow accumulating 3 to 5 inches. They have upped it. I might be... Yeah. Winter storm watches from Florida to New England. Then there's a article about an elephant charging. His reaction is unexpected. I know a joke about a big game hunter from the Victorian time, not modern. So, you know, back when it was, we didn't know better because we were a primitive race, still dining on our own toenails. Oh, I've got a few things to talk about. First of all, I have a hangnail. Right there, look at that. And that looks better than it did like 2 days ago. He was huge, bloated. It looked like a baboon's shiny ass. Oh, there's sound for my game. Yes, I'm playing my game while talking to you, because you just don't talk back to me. Anyhow, yeah, it's finally getting that hard skin over it, where it's been stretched so much that it's actually no longer like got nerve endings in it, because there's a new layer growing underneath. So I can go and take a knife or a scissors, and yes, I did try piercing it with needles, but they just don't create a big enough hole, and I don't have a syringe at home because yeah, heroin is not my thing, and I'm not diabetic. So between those two, I don't know any other reason to have a needle in the house. You know, besides like injecting people in the neck and dragging them out behind the house, but then you have to feed them, you gotta make sure they could go whoop poo-poos, and yeah, it's just not worth the effort. Why would anybody ever kidnap somebody? Why does this ever... I'm going to get a spare human being. Get a puppy. At least they'll lick your face. They probably just lick their ass. And I guess if you had another person, they lick their face, it'd be very different from what a puppy does. Unless you have peanut butter. But that's a whole nother thing, and probably not for this video. And if you're wondering to yourself, peanut butter for the person or the puppy, well, both. It's all a party. It's a peanut butter party. Okay. I think I'm done here. Okay, let me set this down. I turned the sound off, and then I was like holding it, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, and look, the video's recording. Why? Because I pressed the button. So my, yeah, it's in a snow panic. I haven't bothered to hit the grocery stores today because, frankly, I have more than 8 hours worth of supplies in my house, and I don't need to hit the grocery store to buy milk, beer, toilet paper, bread. Milk, beer, toilet paper, bread. Isn't there a fifth thing people always buy? Milk, beer, toilet paper, bread. Put it in the comments. Whatever I'm missing there. Tell me in the comments what, when you join the mass of lemmings to the grocery store in a natural disaster emergency that's going to last for 8 hours. I said milk. I'm getting like hand signals of something being milked to clue me in from the peanut gallery next to me. Do you want to make an appearance, peanut gallery? You can say hey to Kim.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Kim. How are you, Kim?
You want to stick a hand in the frame and wave? Just. Okay, that's a finger. That's two fingers. Oh, there it's in. Now turn it so they can see it. Now wait. There you go. Now, do you want to do that while saying hi, Kim?
Hi, Kim.
There we go. On your way. I'm going to talk about her in a minute. That's Andrea. So she's got a smartphone. And, you know, with smartphones, you're like, well, you got to swipe the screen to get in it. Well, no. First, you have to press a button so the screen lights up. Okay. That's not enough. Press a button, now swipe it, because basically people were butt dialing when it would just go dark and... By the way, that's an olive wood poker. It's a Joe Bear from South Africa by my buddy who passed 5 or 6 years ago. He always made great pipes. Love his pipes. Have 5 of them, including one that needs a stem repair. The big one that I was smoking in the video the other day. So you got to press a button, lights up your screen. Then you got to swipe your screen. Well, because even with the press a button, swipe the screen, she kept butt dialing people. She decided to put the code on it, where you got to do this thing, you know, press the right sequence order of things, and
it's only so much because I get paid to have.
Wait, I'm not even to that yet. Spoilers. Thanks. So you got to press the button, swipe the screen, but then she put the passcode on it. Okay. So now you have to press the button, swipe the screen, enter your passcode or series or thing. And then she added another app that pays her to view an advertisement. So now she has to press the button, swipe the screen up, swipe it sideways, enter her thing, and it's... wow. It's like no wonder she can never take a call anymore. I don't even know what that movement means in this reference. And then, I might do that closing joke. It doesn't have an elephant in it, but I might do that. So I get a letter from my bank today, and it's thick. And I'm like, I didn't bounce a check. Besides, those things, like we bounce checks anymore. Insufficient funds, whatever they call it. Like they have that anymore. I'm like, what the hell am I getting? So I open up this big envelope full of stuff. And it's got all kinds of stuff in there. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I grab my reading glasses. And from my bank, accidental death and dismemberment insurance new plan underwriter. And I'm like, wow, that's great. My bank is sending me things in case I accidentally. I noticed how they put accidental death and dismemberment. Yeah, as opposed to that on purpose dismemberment so many people do. That's not covered. I used to have a member, and then I dissed it. That's an anti-penis joke. Okay, yeah, anti-death or accidental death and dismemberment information in the mail today. Okay, so I think that's it for this one. I could ramble on more. We're already up to 10 minutes or so. I did do Dance Party today. They're Wii discs, but I have a Wii U, so you still use the Wii controllers with your Wii U. Did Smurf Dance Party and then Dance Party 2016. As much as I love these, I am not a natural dancer. Or perhaps my dancing is a little too natural and not quite choreographed enough. That might be it. I'm a bonus natural, extra natural, triple X natural dancer. On the bright side, I figure out how to move that one hand with the Wii so it actually gets points, as opposed to just sucking horribly with the rest of what my body is doing, which is often either standing still or spasming like I have a tumor. On the other hand, it's fun. Okay, so we'll close this off with a joke. Thumbs up for Wii Dance Party. Subscribe to the channel because I'm about to tell you this joke. So it took place in a Victorian gentleman's club. This is the old clubs from the 1880s, where Victorian gentlemen would go in and they'd sit in high wingback chairs and smoke their pipes. And they'd have big bushy mustaches and discuss hunting and that hussy down the street and their lovely wives who's hosting a tea party that they don't want to be a part of, or what have you. So you had a reading library, and then you had the old guys talking about their hunts, where they went on safari. And there's one of the older gentlemen talking to one of the younger gentlemen and touring him through it, and he's like, there, you see the lion there? Yes, well, that was one of mine. You see, I was on the savannah in Africa, and I heard the roar and the brush crumbling behind me, and I turned and I looked, and there was the lion, mighty paws, tearing up the ground as it ran towards me, saliva and blood in its teeth coming at me, and I reached down and pulled out my gun and shot the beast straight in the heart, so as to not damage the head. And there he sits, and the younger man says, well done, sir, very well, you're an example to us all. Incredible shot. No one else could have done it. Yeah. And there, you see the tiger. Yes, sir. Well, the tiger, I was in the jungles of India, and I heard the crack of the brush behind me, and I spun, and there it was, leaping out of the tall grass, through the cypress trees, straight at me, claws, paws expanded, each larger than my head, mouth parted to take my head off. And I reached down and pulled out my gun and shot it straight in the chest, killing it like that. Very impressive, sir. Oh, my. Quite a story. Well done. Yes, thank you. And there, you see the rhinoceros? Yes, sir. Well, I was out in the dry dunes of the African wastelands, and then I heard it in the distance, thump, bum, 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 coming towards me. The ground was shaking. It was incredible. And I turned and I looked, and there it was, beady little eyes locked on me. It's charging head down, its long, pointy horn in the front, ready to pierce my heart. I reached down for my gun, and I dropped it, and then, oh my God, I shot myself. And the young man says, well, it's quite natural and understandable that you do so under such circumstances, sir. No, I meant just now. Subscribe to the channel, check out the other videos over there, and I'll see you next time. Right, it's not on that. There we go.